The Middle East is once again approaching a dangerous threshold. Aircraft carriers are moving. Fighter jets are repositioning. Missile defenses are being reinforced. Behind closed doors, military planners are preparing for scenarios no one wants to publicly name. This is not routine deployment. This is pressure. This is deterrence. And this time, the world is watching every move. Welcome back to Legends and Empires, where we break down global power, military strategy, and the moments that reshape history. Today's story takes us deep into rising tensions between the United States, Iran, Israel, and a rapidly expanding geopolitical alignment that now includes China and Russia. U.S. naval buildup toward the Middle East. According to reports cited by Reuters and confirmed by 2 U.S. officials, American naval forces have begun a significant redeployment toward the Middle East. Warships that have been operating in the Asia-Pacific region are now moving westward, and their arrival in the region is expected within days. At the center of this movement is one of the United States Navy's most powerful symbols of force projection, the nuclear-powered aircraft carrier USS Abraham Lincoln. Accompanied by multiple destroyers, strike aircraft, and support vessels, the Carrier Strike Group represents a fully integrated combat force capable of sustained operations across air, sea, and land domains. One United States official confirmed that Washington is also reviewing the deployment of additional air defense systems to the Middle East, including advanced missile interception capabilities. Such measures are typically described as defensive, but in military signaling, defense and deterrence are often inseparable. Trump's statements and strategic signaling. U.S. President Donald Trump, speaking to reporters during his return flight from the World Economic Forum in Davos, directly referenced the movement of American forces. He stated that many ships were heading toward Iran, including an aircraft carrier, describing the deployment as a very large force moving into the region. Trump emphasized that Iran was being monitored very closely, adding that while he preferred no confrontation, events would ultimately determine the outcome. In a later televised interview, Trump issued an even stronger warning. Responding to alleged threats against his life, he stated that if any such attempt were made, the United States would respond with overwhelming force against Iran. These remarks, while political in tone, align with the visible military posture now forming across West Asia. The Abraham Lincoln and regional power projection. The Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group is not simply a warship, it is a mobile airbase, intelligence hub, and command platform capable of launching hundreds of sorties per day. Its presence in the Gulf region sends a direct message to allies and adversaries alike. The United States retains the ability to rapidly escalate or contain conflict. At the same time, United States officials have stressed that increased military presence does not automatically mean an imminent strike. Historically, Washington has often expanded deployments during periods of tension as a means of deterrence rather than immediate action. But deterrence only works when it is credible, and credibility depends on readiness. Iran's response and warnings. Iranian officials have responded with equally strong language. Ali Abdullahi, commander of Iran's Qatam al-Anbiya central headquarters, warned that any attack on Iran would make all U.S. bases legitimate targets. He stated that Iran's response would be faster, more precise, and more destructive than previous engagements. Iran's foreign minister echoed this message, warning that any renewed war with the United States would not be short, limited, or contained. According to Tehran, such a conflict would be bloody, messy, and would affect the entire region and beyond. Iran has reportedly ordered all senior military commanders to return to duty within 48 hours, signaling elevated readiness across its armed forces. Israel and the air power dimension. Israel, closely monitoring developments, has also strengthened its military posture. The Israeli Defense Forces confirmed the delivery of 3 additional F-35 Ayadir stealth fighter jets, bringing Israel's operational 5th-generation fleet to 48 aircraft. These aircraft significantly enhance Israel's long-range strike and penetration capabilities. Israeli leadership has issued clear warnings as well. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu stated that if Iran makes a mistake and attacks Israel, the response would be unlike anything Iran has experienced before. Israeli media reports suggest heightened alert levels amid concerns that a U.S. strike on Iran could occur within weeks. China's airlift and a shifting axis. In a move described by analysts as unprecedented, China reportedly conducted a massive logistical operation, landing 16 military cargo aircraft in Iran within 56 hours. The operation is believed to involve China's Y-20 strategic transport aircraft and may indicate the rapid delivery of military equipment or personnel. If confirmed, this airlift represents a direct challenge to Western sanctions and containment efforts. Strategic analysts view this as a potential game changer. China is demonstrating the ability to support a key partner thousands of kilometers from its borders, reinforcing an emerging anti-Western alignment with Iran and, indirectly, Russia. Russia, missiles, and escalation risks. Reports have also emerged suggesting that Russia may transfer hypersonic Zircon missile technology to Iran, though such claims remain unverified. Separately, Iranian media and external monitoring groups have claimed that Iran conducted a test of a missile with a range of up to 10,000 kilometers. If accurate, such a capability would theoretically place parts of the continental United States within reach. However, these claims remain disputed, and independent verification has not been publicly confirmed. In modern conflict reporting, misinformation and psychological warfare are themselves weapons. The big picture. As U.S. aircraft carriers approach, air defense systems deploy, and alliances harden, the Middle East is entering a phase where miscalculation could have global consequences. Beyond naval deployments, the United States is also reinforcing its broader military infrastructure across Europe and the Middle East. U.S. Officials have confirmed the movement of additional aerial refueling tankers to Europe, a critical enabler for long-range air operations. At the same time, more Patriot and THAAD air defense batteries are being positioned across key regional locations, designed to counter ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, and aerial threats. These moves suggest preparation not only for deterrence, but for sustained operations should the situation escalate. Forward bases in Jordan, Qatar, and the Gulf are reportedly increasing readiness levels, while advanced strike aircraft have been repositioned closer to potential flashpoints. Military analysts note that such layered preparations rarely occur in isolation. They reflect contingency planning across multiple scenarios, from limited strikes to broader regional conflict. Each deployment tightens the strategic pressure, reducing reaction time and increasing the risk that a single incident could trigger a much wider confrontation. This is no longer a single confrontation. It is a convergence of power blocks, military signaling, and unresolved rivalries. Whether these forces are ultimately used or merely displayed will shape the next chapter of global security. Thank you for watching Legends and Empires.